Whatever time of day you turn on your TV to channel surf, you're likely to come across a show presented by the one and only Steve Harvey. And whether he's trying to wrangle the contestants on a game show or make his guests' lives brighter on his daytime talk show, we always know we're in for a laugh every time and anytime he shows up. But do we know enough about the mustache man to say we actually know him? Did you know that he was once homeless? Me neither. Hi there and welcome to Film Rockstar. In today's video, we'll look at 10 unbelievable truths about Steve Harvey that you should know. But before we continue, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so now so that you don't miss out on future uploads. Oh, and 2 on this list will leave you jaw-dropping.
I'm going home.
No one says potato.
Number 10. Steve got married 3 times. Steve Harvey is among the most accomplished stand-up comics of all time, but his personal life has perhaps been a bit bumpier than his professional life, and 2 failed marriages is evidence of that. Steve married his first wife, Marcia Harvey, in 1980 when he was still an insurance salesman. However, following his first attempt at stand-up comedy and winning the $50 prize money, Steve was hooked and resigned from his job to pursue a career as a comic. Marcia wasn't thrilled with his decision, and after a year of financial hardship and suspected unfaithfulness on Steve's side, the couple separated and divorced in 1994. But then in 1996, Steve married his second wife, Mary Lee Harvey, which ended after Mary discovered Steve was cheating on her. Steve met his present wife, Marjorie, in 1990, but the pair didn't start dating until 2005. They married in 2007, and this is Steve's longest marriage to date, at 15 years and counting. Number 9. He was once a boxer. Before Steve got to where he is today, he tried out multiple careers. He was a mail carrier, an insurance salesperson, and a carpet cleaner. The most intriguing professional move, though, was boxing. Yeah, Steve Harvey was training as a boxer before moving on to the next thing in his 20s. But in an interview, Harvey said he didn't quit boxing. A Puerto Rican stopped me from boxing. That guy hit me so hard, not only did I not know where I was, I didn't know who I was. I thought I was a white girl, he said. However, that doesn't mean he hasn't been in a ring since. He recently went up against an 8-year-old boxer on his new show, Little Big Shots, who punched him in the face on TV.
Let's go. I'm gonna touch you now. It's gonna be nice.
Number 8. His first name is not Steve. Stage names are relatively widespread in Hollywood and have been since moving pictures first became popular in Tinseltown. However, you may be surprised to learn that big celebrities, including Steve Harvey, have not been using their given names. As it turns out, Harvey is not a Steve. His parents gave him the name Broderick Stephen Harvey, Stephen with a BH in his name rather than his first name. Nevertheless, while Steve Harvey does not go by the name Broderick, he certainly has no disdain for it, as his son is also called Broderick Jr. But even if he isn't necessarily hiding his given name, it's not like it's common knowledge. I was today years old when I found out about Broderick, though tweets about this occasionally pop up. Did you know Bruno Mars's real name is Peter Gene Hernandez? Number 7. He turned a disaster into a career booster. Who could forget this awful live television moment? Steve Harvey mistakenly crowned the wrong Miss Universe. He took a lot of heat for that and took full responsibility.
I have to apologize. Miss Universe 2015 is Philippines.
It also made him the punchline to countless jokes. However, the comic chose to laugh along with the critiques and even made a profit from it. He soon made a Super Bowl commercial for T-Mobile in which he apologized for showing the previous year's numbers. In the commercial, he immediately rectifies it and says, "I'm not taking responsibility for this one. Verizon got it wrong. No, not me." The advertisement was perhaps a good way to recover, and he pulled it off. Number 6. He has written multiple self-help books. You've probably heard of his book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. It was so popular that it was made into 2 films. However, it's not all the author has written. Harvey also published the book Act Like a Success, Think Like a Success, which tries to help readers use their talents and turn them into success. Following his first book, Straight Talk, No Chaser, Steve focused on why men are unwilling to commit. He claims that not all guys are ready for a relationship since men must first accomplish their personal goals before they are ready to settle down. Steve also emphasizes the need for compromise, claiming that if women did what their men cared about, their men would be able to do more of what their women cared about. Number 5. Steve's first sitcom was cancelled by ABC. On paper, the ABC comedy Me and the Boys appeared to be a sure thing. The ratings were impressive in its debut season, and it performed well, not just in total TV households, but also with kids. Furthermore, it was refreshing to see a positive portrayal of a minority family, with Harvey excelling as a widower who has a special connection with his 3 boys and attempts to teach them good values. But ABC cancelled the show for self-centered reasons, if you ask me. ABC thought of Me and the Boys as being too kid-driven, especially since they were trying to catch up with NBC and Fox on the adult-driven trend. However, Steve was upset the show was cancelled because of what it stood for. Number 4. He never forgot to give back. Steve Harvey has been very lucky in his life, able to make a career as an actor, and he's delighted to pass on some of his time and wealth to people in need. He and his wife founded the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation. This foundation offers youth outreach programs that aid in developing the next generation of responsible leaders via educational enrichment, mentorship, life transformation skills, and worldwide service projects. The foundation aspires to be a change agent by encouraging excellence in education, health, and social well-being in urban and varied communities, therefore meeting the requirements of the complete child. Number 3. He had a stuttering problem. While the majority of Harvey's success comes from his ability to entertain huge crowds, as a boy, his terrible stuttering made him afraid of speaking in front of people. He was even nicknamed Vavavoom because he got stuck on the V when attempting to say volcano in class. When Steve was in 6th grade, his teacher mocked him in front of his classmates when he told her that he was going to be on TV. After achieving success, Harvey sent that teacher a TV every Christmas. He wanted her to see the little stammerer on television 7 days a week. However, Steve was able to overcome his stuttering with the help of the counterman at his neighborhood deli, who rewarded him with candy every time he spoke clearly. Harvey's determination to persevere in the face of hardship inspires today's stuttering community.
Stuttering is all here. Yeah. What makes you stutter is the anticipation that you're going to stutter. Yeah. That's the whole lot. Right?
Number 2. Steve was from a poor background and was once homeless. Harvey was the son of a coal miner and a Sunday school teacher. When coal mining in West Virginia slowed, his family relocated to a farm near Cleveland, Ohio, where they farmed their own food and survived on a meager salary. They lived in a 1-bathroom home with 13 other persons. Growing up wasn't easy for him. Steve Harvey may now have a fortune, but he didn't have a roof over his head in the 1980s. When he wasn't working, he lived in his 1976 Ford Tempo.
I was homeless from 30 to 33. I lived in a 1976 Tempo. I lived in a car for 3 years, man.
Steve would wash himself in hotel bathrooms, gas stations, or swimming pool showers, and this lasted 3 years until he got his big break on Showtime at the Apollo. So when Harvey got rich, he added bathrooms to every room in his house, so he'd never have to wait again. Number 1. He was so broke, he almost stayed broke forever. There are a few breakthrough events in Harvey's career that people still remember, such as the first time he appeared on the Showtime at the Apollo stage. But what many don't know is that he almost missed the opportunity because he couldn't pay for his trip to the event. Harvey was offered national TV exposure on Showtime at the Apollo in 1993 after 8 years as a struggling comedian, but the only difficulty was that it was in New York City and Harvey was in Florida. Having only $35 in his pocket, he began sobbing on the roadside. He finally gets his chance to appear on television and can't even get there. However, he was able to arrange 2 stand-up shows in Florida that weekend, earning barely enough to pay for his flight to New York, which landed him as the host of Showtime at the Apollo. This brings us to the end of the video. I hope you had a pleasant time watching. Which of these facts shocked you the most? Tell us in the comments below. Please subscribe to our channel and stay updated on future uploads, and check out the top 10 times Jackie Chan almost died on our channel too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.